Please don't do it to him.
I know who took your phone. Hold on now. All eyes on this character now. Who is you? Time to look you up. Let's see who you are. Let's see what you got going on. First of all, this man hit me up on Snapchat. You know, Snapchat was lit back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit was lit. So I'm just like, okay, now, hold on. Like, he said that shit like on some creepy type shit. Like, hold on. I know who took your phone. Like, nigga? So I started texting him, of course. I'm just like, who? Like, let me know. I'm trying to get that shit back. Like, I need that guy. The whole time, they trying to tell me, oh, it's my friend, but I don't want to snitch on him. Like, we cool and stuff like that. I'm like, like, I didn't tell him this, but I'm just like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about your friend. Just give me my phone. Like, that's really all I care about, to be honest. But he did end up telling me that his friend was dark skinned. So I was like, I went back to that girl followers list and I went through all of them again, but looking for the dark skins who look familiar or who was near me at that party. So I went through that shit. I couldn't find nobody. I couldn't find nobody. So I'm telling him, like, nigga, just get the phone from your friend, like, give it back to me. Like, you don't gotta tell me nothing about that man, nothing else about that man. I'm not even like thinking about no charges type shit. Like, just give me back my phone type shit. And he was really just stalling, like just stalling, saying he know where the phone at, but he don't got it or something. Cause I'm just like texting, like, first of all, how you know me? How you get my Snapchat? Like, you gotta know somebody I know or something. Like, I'm just like, I don't know. It just all go back to that girl who promoted that party. I'm just like, do she really know my phone was? Does she know this person or something? Or like, I don't know. It was some weird shit going on. It was some weird shit going on because I didn't know how he, like, how you find me. Like, I know I might be my own wallpaper, but you didn't have my name. Like, I'm so confused. Yeah, I just started calling it cap. I was just like, nigga, you don't know where my phone is. Like, just leave me alone because you're just flexing in front and just trying to get a conversation out of me. Tell me why this nigga sent a picture of my phone right after I said that shit. And you want to know how I knew it was my phone? I knew it was my phone. The nigga took my case off. And I just got that phone. So tell me, I knew what my phone looked like. I just got that phone. It was a nice white phone. And I dropped it one time and it chipped the fingerprint home button. I was like, damn. But it was a tiny chip though. But if you look at it closely, you can definitely see it. So that shit had that in the same spot. I was like, that's my phone. Bro, tell me why I got to analyzing the picture, right? I'm over there zooming in, trying to look at different things of the picture, the side. I'm trying to look at the reflection through the phone that he using. I'm trying to look at my phone to see if I see a reflection of him and shit. So first clue I found was that he was light-skinned. There was a light-skinned hand holding my phone. Now, a thing that I noticed, how you got my phone right now? Your friend just gave it to you? Because the nigga was trying to talk money, but he stopped because I was just like, that's not cool. Like, we really got into it. I was like, that's not cool. Like, why would I pay money for my own phone? Y'all can't even get into it type shit and da-da-da. Like, yeah, but then he stopped talking money quick. So, yeah, I was just, like, trying to piece things together. I'm like, you said your friend wanted money for it, but your friend just gave it to you and now, like, you just got it? Like, you sure you didn't steal this phone? You sure? Like, giving me accomplice vibes, even though I think the dark-skinned nigga was just a cover-up. But, like, nigga, you was accomplice? Let me know. So, I'm trying to think of, like, solutions, because the nigga literally got my phone in his hand. So, I'm like, yeah, let's meet up so I can get it back type shit. And he talking about some, I'm trying to, like, ask him nicely, can we, like, meet up? Like, and he actually agreed with it. So, I was just like, okay. Yeah, he said he was willing to give it back. He just didn't want to expose the person who took the phone. Sure. Even though he supposedly wanted money for it. So then this nigga started, like, trying to get into detail about the meetup. I'm like, nigga, it's just a meetup. Like, give me my phone and then we out. Peace. Like, the fuck? What else do you want? He started talking about some, can we be friends? Like, in the middle of us talking about the meetup and stuff. Can we be friends? So I was just like, oh shit, this man better not try to use this to hold my phone against me. So like, that's exactly what he did. This man started talking about he wanted to hang out first and stuff like that, like holding my phone hostage type shit, talking about some let's hang out first, let's be friends. And I'm just like, nigga. So me wanting my phone, I'm over here agreeing with everything. Like, yeah, we can be friends. I don't know you like that though. Like, I gotta get to know you type shit. Like, we gotta talk first. And then this nigga gonna ask, can you be my girlfriend? Like, what kind of shit is going on? What kind of shit? We still people phone and hold this hostage so you can get girlfriends? Like, what is going on? It give me like creep vibes. Like, for real. So we had a date. We had figured out a date. While we was talking and stuff, he over there trying to make regular conversation. I'm trying to like go along with it because I'm trying to see if this nigga really trying to give me my phone back. So I found out his name, which I forgot, but we're gonna give him an alias anyway. I'm gonna call him Craig because he looked like, I don't know, just Craig vibes, creepy Craig vibes. Yeah. So creepy Craig, yeah, that's gonna be his name. Yeah. So he lived all the way in Roswell. So I was like, damn, we gotta meet in the middle type shit. So I was like, he said he'd be in Gwinnett too. I was like, all right. I had a church that I used to go to over there. So I was like, bet. I said, we can meet at my church just because I know that place. And I know people be there like on the weekdays. So it's just like witnesses. I need witnesses. So like 2 days later, that's when we decided to meet up. And if you thought that I wasn't bringing no backup, you crazy as hell. Like, I'm bringing backup. You crazy as hell. You thought I'm just about to go chill with a nigga who just stole my phone? Like, the fuck? Like, no. I asked one of my friends. He was like one of my best friends. We're gonna call him, what we gonna call him? We're gonna call him Demetrius. So yeah, so I hit up Demetrius. I told him the whole thing from start to finish. And I was just like, yeah, so I need you to come with me and just, you know, make sure everything good and stuff like that. And he was just like, yeah, like for sure. And I was like, I bet. I just knew he would be down for that type of shit. So I was just like, yeah, I need you to come with me. Like, my church was an hour away. So I'm driving all the way to Gwinnett to my church and stuff like that. And he's sitting with me in the car. And I had parked in, no, before we got to the church, like, there's this gas station that be across from the church. But before you get to the church, though, we saw this, like, shady looking dude, like, standing under the trees, like, in the shade, in the open. He said he was there. So I was just like, okay. So then we thinking that's him. So I'm just like, I'm looking at Demetrius. I'm like, you think that's him? And I'm like, where you at? He's like, oh, I'm right here. So I'm like, maybe that's him. So then, like, I pulled up and then, not exactly to him, but I parked in a parking spot. And I was like, you see my car just pulled in? He was like, nah, no cars pulled in. So I was just like, he ain't him. We gotta go. So we actually went to the church and I parked. And I was like, where you at? He was like, he was about to begin in the entrance. So I was just like, all right. So Demetrius had stayed in the car, right? And I was just like, all right, just watch me. Just look out for me. He was just like, all right, I got you. So then I had went to his car because he wanted to, like, he agreed to, like, smoke and stuff like that. That was the thing, like, to smoke. And then he give me my phone type shit. We came to that agreement because all that girlfriend and shit, and no. Like, we can smoke and be friends and talk. Like, that's it. Like, I get in the car and, like, he literally looks like how he's acting. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, he looked like the creepy type dude, like, loner type dude who would do that type of shit. Like, I don't know, but he was definitely not cute. So we in the car and, like, he had tinted windows. And I'm so nervous because I'm just like, dang, I didn't know who was going to be smoking. Like, well, I knew it was gonna be smoking, but I didn't know we was gonna be smoking like at, like, it was crazy. It was like kind of scary. I'm a good listener and I'm good, like, conversator. I don't know if that's a word, but it's a word today. And, like, I don't know, I make good conversation, like, when I want to type shit. So I'm making good conversation, you know, trying to make it seem like I'm not just there, like, type shit. Like, I gotta make it believable, you feel me? So he over there trying to act like everything's normal, and I'm just the whole time thinking, like, this is so weird. Like, this is so new to me type shit. But it's crazy because he had caught me though. In the middle of the conversation, he was just like, oh, you had brought somebody with you? Who's that in the car? And I was just like, that's my brother. He's like, oh, why you bring him? He started smiling. I was like, oh, just cause, you know, I don't know you like that, you know, just gotta be safe out here in these streets type shit. And then he gave me like a little smirk, a little laugh. He's like, I feel you. And I was just like, yeah. Before the blunt was finished, he was just like, oh, you trying to get something to eat? And I was just like, and then I did that exactly. And he's like, I'll give you back your phone like after we get something to eat. Like, and I was just like, where are we gonna eat? And he was like, oh, we can go to American Deli because it's right up the street. I guess he knew that place. So I was like, sure. Don't judge me for the decisions I made back then. I would have never did that shit. He had showed me my phone though. But it's so crazy because he was literally holding my phone hostage. Like, what the freak? That shit was crazy. Right when the blunt finished, man, the service had ended. It had to been on a Wednesday or something, like, oh yeah, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, it had to been on a Wednesday because people was coming out and I was just like, oh shit. And we had like, he had 10, like I said, he had 10 windows, but he had the air on, you know, I forgot what it's called, but that button when you have the inside air go out and the outside air come in, like, I forgot what it's called, but yeah, that. So I'm just like, oh shit, they're gonna be smelling the weed and people parked right there close by. And I'm just like, I'm over there nervous as hell. I'm just like, oh my God. After they leave out, he started the car and then we left out. That shit was so funny because he was not even like 3 seconds later, Demetrius was following us in my car because I left my keys with him. He was following us in my car and he had texted me. He was like, you good? And I was like, yeah, this nigga trying to buy me food now. He just like, all right. And the guy had noticed and he was like, oh, your brother following us. And I was like, oh, he is? And then I did like, I laughed and I was like, oh, he probably trying to make sure I'm good. And then he was like, what if I just sped up on him? I was like, nah. I see, that's another thing. That nigga fast. That nigga, he know how to drive. Like, he know how to drive. That nigga be driving fast as fuck. He know what the fuck he be doing. So that's why I was just like, nah, he gonna catch up. And he's like, oh, nah, he not. And I said, I bet you he will. So, and I'm saying that confident as fuck, but at the same time, I'm getting nervous. I'm like, what this nigga, like, what is nigga intentions right now? Like, what he trying to do? I'm getting a little scared now. He started speeding up and I'm just like, bro, this nigga speeding up and he's going through cars and I'm just like, bro. I texted him, I was like, do not lose us because this nigga is tripping. And then he's like, oh nah, that can't happen. And I was like, bet. That shit was crazy. I was like, nah, chill though. Nigga stopped speeding after a whole minute. And I was just like, bro, and a whole minute goes by fucking slow when you going fast. I don't know. So this nigga started slowing down and then I seen American Deli. So I was just like, okay. So this nigga was telling the truth and like, we really going to American Deli, okay? We had American Deli and then he was just like, oh, you trying to come in so you can pick what you want? I'm just like, sure. I went in, you know, I got me a 10-piece, you know, I forgot the flavor though. And then I got me some Sprite type shit. He was like, oh, you trying to eat in the car? And I was like, cause shit, to be honest, I thought I was just gonna go in my car and leave. But nah, that wasn't the plan. That nigga wanted to go in the car. I was like, sure. Don't judge me for the mistakes I've made in the past. Anyways, so we eating in the car. It's so funny. I ate by like 1 wing and 1 fry, and then Demetrius had came knocking on the window. It was so funny. His name, Creepy Craig. Yeah, Creepy Craig. He had put on the window. It was so funny. He was like, man, y'all can smoke, but I'm not about to watch y'all eat. I said, that shit funny as fuck. I started closing my food up. What's his name? He didn't even say nothing. Demetrius walked back to the car right when he said that. And I was just like, yeah, man, I'll just text you later. And he was like, all right, man, I had a good time. I was just like, all right. I closed the door and I never texted him again, bro. I never texted him again because I was just like, no, Creepy Craig, no. That's not how things work. You don't steal people's phone to try to get no girlfriend and try to take them out and think everything is gonna be okay and think everything was cool. Cause when we was ordering the food, he was just like, I don't know, he was acting normal as fuck. Like everything was just normal as fuck. People around us thinking everything's normal as fuck. And then they talking about something, oh, what you wanna eat? What you want? And I'm just like, oh my God, it's just like this situation is just weird as fuck. So I'm just like, bro. He gave me back my phone, bro, before I came out the car. And I was just like, yeah, I was just like, never again. But it's crazy because he had found me on Instagram somehow, and he was mad as fuck because I never texted him back and shit. I was just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. After that, then that's when I blocked. I don't know why I didn't block him before that, so don't ask me why. I'm the type of person to call a block number back or FaceTime an unknown number back or something like that. I don't know, I'm just that type. I just be doing that shit. I just be like, who is this calling my phone? Like, who are you? But yeah, that shit was crazy though. Like, never again. That shit was, I would never lose my phone like that again. Like, every time I go out now, I be squeezing my phone so damn tight, or just make sure I just got like a bag on me or something like that. Cause nah, that nigga had to be like really watching me, really plan. Oh yeah, I'm about to pick that shit up. Oh yeah, she gonna drop that shit again type shit. That shit's kind of scary. Like, why you watching me like that? No. But anyways, that's the story time, guys. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you made it this far, drop some emojis, bro. Any emojis, bro. Drop any emojis, bro, if you made it this far. But thank you, everybody, for watching, for tuning in. I'm over here looking at my hair, my bad. But yeah, this your girl, Novi Kane, and I'm out.